self-reflections, except this one's not a DBA.
This meeting is being recorded.
Self-reflection. So today is Tuesday, April 18th. We're doing the end of Mod 11, 11.08, review and reflection. So being able to convert measurements is pretty important. You'll use it a lot in life. I have to use it whenever I cook, whenever I build something. So today you're going to review the big ideas and key terms from the module and complete a reflection on what you learned in this module. It's only 3 pages long. What's the big idea? Flip the card over and review what you've learned. So in time, the smallest unit of measure we work with is a second. You should know that there are 60 seconds in a minute. You should know that there are 60 minutes in an hour, 24 hours in a day, 365 days in a year. Amadi, did you have a question? Go ahead.
Where is the it sets to the bit 10, I think 10, is it 10.4? I think it's 11. Yeah, it sets to the bit point wait, but I don't see point away.
Okay, we're going to go to it in just a second, so hang in there, okay? All right, so there are 8 slides here that you need to review. Now remember that you don't have to memorize these, that when you take the state test, you're going to have access to these numbers. On the state test, I'll show you where it is when we practice it again. I don't think you guys have you practiced the math one online yet? I don't think so. I think you've practiced the science and you've practiced the language arts. So when measuring liquid, you use fluid ounces and cups and pints and quarts. These are all the conversion rates. That 1 pound is 16 ounces, 1 ton is 2,000 pounds. That the metric system has these prefixes, and that you can remember them if you remember that King Henry died drinking chocolate milk. So it goes kilo, Henry is a hecto, died is a deca, and then you go to the ones that are smaller than 1, and they all have an I in the middle. So drinking chocolate milk, deci, centi, milli. So that's how you can remember the place value, but you really need to pay attention when you're converting. So here's 1 liter is 1,000 milliliters, milligrams, and here is the chart that helps you remember. When it's me, I definitely have to check the chart and make sure I'm moving the proper number of units. Here is where the unit measurement is. That would be 1 or a meter or a liter or a gram or an ounce or whatever unit you're using. When you're going from a bigger number to a smaller number, there are more of them. It's like you're dividing it up, so you're going to multiply. When you're going from small things to big things, you're grouping them together, so you're going to have fewer of them, so you are dividing. Word work, let's review the important vocabulary. Powers of 10, that's like the little numbers at the top. They're called exponents. So if you have 10 to the second power, that's like 10 times 10 or 100. If you have 10 to the third, that's like 10 times 10 or 1,000. And also the little number shows you how many zeros. Convert is when you change a unit from one measure to another in the same system. There are 6 slides here. I guess we have to choose so that we can go on to the next one. You've correctly guessed it. Here we go. Now here you need to try to test yourself on what's a year. Who can tell me what a year is?
A unit of measure for time.
How about a minute?
A unit of measure when 60 seconds a week has 7 days.
Correct. Oh, I did it wrong. Where's a unit of measure for time? There are 7 days in a week.
That is a
60 seconds in a minute. I thought that's the one I just said. It says not quite right. Why is that wrong? The correct answer is a unit measure. There are 60 seconds in a minute. That was the answer I gave, wasn't it? That's weird.
Yeah, you clicked on something wrong. You clicked on it wrong.
I clicked on it wrong? I thought I clicked on it right.
The minute one says a unit of measure for time, 60 seconds in an hour.
I want to let me take the quiz again. Can I reset it?
You can reset it by going out of the page and going inside the page again.
Okay. All right. Well, anyway, you should practice that a few times. Make sure you've got it. 8 minutes equals how many seconds? What are we going to do? 8 times what?
8
60.
times 6.
Rose, what's 8 times 6?
8 times 6.
Come on, guys. Where's your math facts? Come on, Eli, you're math fact man. 8 times 6. What is it?
8 times 60?
8 times 6. Just do 8 times 6. 6, 8.
Oh, 8 times 6. Oh, that's 48.
48.
Just add a 0 for the 60, right?
Yeah.
Woo! Good attempt. Try again. Wait a minute.
You're not
A
supposed to.
minute.
I got it wrong.
Yeah.
It's working today.
And I think you should remove that 6 times 6 times 6.
Oh, remove all this. Oh, okay. Let's try that. Oh, now I'm awesome. A minute ago, it told me I was dumb. All right. You guys, for this one, I'd have to look it up. I wouldn't remember. How many pints are in a quart? You know, we did learn that. The queens each had 2 princesses, didn't they?
Yeah.
So the quart has 2 pints, so it's 15 times 2. Is that right?
I think so, yeah.
Let's try. Wow, I've never known that one before, but that queen and princess thing kind of helps.
Yeah.
I have to say 9 tons equals how many pounds? Well, there's 2,000 pounds in 1 ton, so you're just going to double it. 18,000. Fantastic work. Next, centimeters to meters. Now, centimeters are there's 100 of those in 1 meter. So you're going from little ones to bigger ones. So you're dividing, and centi means 100, so it's going to go twice. So you're going to bounce it once, twice, and the decimal is going to be between the 5 and the 3. Fabulous work. Your brain is converting. All right, liters to milliliters. This is big. These are small. Milli means 1,000. The decimal has to move 3 times. So it's going to get 1,000 times bigger, this number. So it's going to go between the 6 and the 3. Then it's going to go between the 3 and the 0. Then you're going to pop over and add a 0, and it's going to be 2,630. 1,000 times is going to move 3 times. Correct. Did it. There we go. All right, are we done with this one? Grams to kilograms. Kilogram is much bigger than a gram. In fact, there's 1,000 kilograms in a gram. So this number is going to be getting smaller. We're going to divide, and we're going to move it 3 times because the kilo means 1,000. So if the decimal was after the 0, you're going to move it once, it'll be behind the 2. Twice, it'll be behind the 4. And the third time, it'll be between the 1 and the 4. Marvelous job. There are 6 dogs. Each of them eats 9 ounces of dog treats. There are 6 cats who eat 7 ounces of cat treats. How many pounds of treats were eaten in total? 6 times 9 is 54 ounces. 6 times 7 is 56 ounces. 56 is 110 ounces. Then you have to divide it. So you have 110 ounces. There's 16 ounces in pounds. You'd have to have 110 divided by 16. I don't know what that is. I don't have my calculator. Sorry. How many pounds of treats were eaten in total? So you have to figure out the ounces and then convert it from ounces to pounds. All right, friends, the last page of this says, submit the assignment following the instructions. Oh, wait a minute. Go back to previous. I clicked on the wrong thing. Sorry. Page 3. There we go.
Page 3.
Page 3. What is my assignment? When we convert measurements, remember the 3 steps we take. We begin finding out whether we need to multiply or divide. Then we decide if we're going for larger to smaller or smaller to larger. Then we find the equivalent unit of measure. Sometimes we have to convert more than once. Read the lesson, complete the review activities, complete the activity, Mod 11 review and reflection. So here it is, Eli. It's on page 3, or Amadi. Page 3, Mod 11 review and reflection. You click it, and it says, think about the work and activities you completed. What are you most proud of? What did you learn that you would like to share about conversion? I'm proud of knowing how many pints or princesses are in a quart. So you can open this on Kami, fill it in, and submit it. That's one question you still have. Describe one way what you learned in this module relates to your life. Maybe you have cooked something recently and had to convert. A lot of times I look up recipes and they're from England and they do it in metric system and I have to translate it. That is your assignment. When you're done with that assignment, you can work on Spyware Review or
Is
Dreambox.
that you?
I am going to right now